Hi, my friend. It's Rachel Archelaus here, of course. You're in my garden. I'm sitting in front of my shed because I wanted us to be out here in my version of paradise, which of course it includes more than this, but like this is my happy place for sure. Um, my happiest place where I don't have to leave my property because I do love the mountains too, and the gym, and basically everything else. But actually, I'm talking to you about this very topic today, about my enthusiasm and how I tried to fix myself for like the first time in my entire life, and it completely backfired. So I want to tell you about an experiment that I did earlier in the year, how it absolutely failed. And I wanted to share this with you because I see a lot of people living the way that I tried to live. And so if I could save you from having to do that yourself, bravo, right? Like, let's do it. So, what was my experiment? Basically, over the last 2 years, I have found out that my brain works differently than a lot of people. Now, I already knew that, but I didn't know it came with like labels. I didn't know you could be diagnosed with things, right? And so I discovered that a lot of the reasons why I have so many projects going at one time, why I have so many things I love to do, so much enthusiasm for life, so much like get up and go energy, is because of those things that I could be diagnosed with. So my brain neurotype is different from a lot of people. And that comes with a lot of different things like impulsivity and task switching and not being linear, right? Not starting one thing and finishing one thing and then moving on. Like I have all kinds of things going at the same time, always have. And the one thing that really bothered me though, because I've been like this forever and I've been fine with it, but the one thing that bothered me was I started a project that I was really excited about. I invested a lot of money into learning about it. I got pretty far in the process of being a professional at it, and then I just stopped. I just couldn't do it anymore. And that was like an unacceptable moment to me. That was like, okay, I need to figure out why I'm like this. I need to fix myself. And I've never really said that before. I've always trusted who I am. I've trusted my impulses. And that was the first time I really questioned it. And it hurt. It didn't feel good. That should have been my first clue that I was going in the wrong direction. But I thought, all right, I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to temper myself. I'm going to focus. I'm going to see things through. I'm going to wait before I buy something or get excited about something. I'm going to see if I can live in this narrower world, not so high, enthusiastic, not so low, depression. I don't experience depression very often, but occasionally I do. But if I can live narrow, right, just satisfied, just okay, then I would be more productive, then I would be happier, then I would follow through more, right, then I'd get more done. That's what I experimented with, was living in the narrow middle band. I made the first flaw, right? The first flaw is that I took myself from being mostly high vibe and enthusiastic, right? Happy. This is happy. It's happy. To questioning and tempered, right? It's kind of neutral at best, because you're having to stop and question, should I do this? You're doubting, am I really excited about this? Do I really want this? Let me see. It was slower, which is sort of what I wanted. It sucked the juice out of life. It sucked the juice out of it for me. So now I'm living here and I'm creating results based on how I feel, because that's how this universe works. We get how we feel. So being a happy, enthusiastic person, I got all kinds of great things going on in my life. A great income, a great partner, a great house, a great garden, great everything. And then once I started tempering myself, my vibration lowered, my happiness lowered, and I was getting mediocre results at best, right? First of all, I'm not happy, so I'm not enjoying things as much. Secondly, the real life world around me, which is created from me, from my inside, started tanking too. And I didn't like that, but I saw it through for like 6 months. But my income went down. I was getting injured at the gym. I had to sit out for 6 weeks. I've had a falling out with a friend. Not good things. Not good things. I wasn't inspired, and I wasn't happy. So my experiment didn't actually fail. Here comes the wind. Because it showed me that how I live normally and how I teach is right. I taught myself that. And I realized, okay, if I need to be happy in order to have the things I want in my life show up, I can be happy. And so the thing is, even after the results started tanking in my life, I realized I already know how to get it back. I know how to have better results. I know how to have more money. I know how to have a happier partnership. I know how to be a healthier body. I know how to do all the things I want to do. Be happy. Because you don't need to know the strategy. The strategy comes from your higher self to you by being in alignment with it. Once you're in alignment with your higher self, right, you are a source being. You're all that is. You don't need any more than all that is. Nothing more than all that is exists. And so you feel good when you're in alignment because the bigger part of you only feels good. It only feels good. That's how you know you're in alignment. You feel good. And then all the solutions are in alignment with you too. You can access the solutions. You can access the inspiration. You can access the enthusiasm. And so all that you need comes to you, and then you get the good results. But the good results don't come from you being unhappy and following someone else's plan. They don't come from you being unhappy and hustling, or being unhappy and taking the action you think you need to take, or saying I need to wait to feel happy, but I need this thing first. That's all backwards, because results don't come from your action. Your results come from your vibration. So I just wanted to share this with you because it's so fundamental. I went through it myself this year. It wasn't fun. And as soon as I broke and I told my partner, like, oh my God, I have to go back to doing everything. I have to go back to being enthusiastic. I have to go back to being more fluid and creative and deciding what I want based on how I feel, not some arbitrary deadline I make, not something someone else tells me to do. The second I did that, I felt relief, which is always a good sign. It means you're moving closer to your alignment. But also, the good things started happening. Huge opportunities are coming into my life right now. Big projects are getting buttoned up. All kinds of amazing things are happening. And physical too. I won't go into it. But anyway, this is the key. This is the key. Happy you equals happy life, happy results. So if anything that I learned in my experiment is helpful to you, let me know. Let me know if you've ever experimented with trying to fix yourself. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't pursue better mental health. I'm not saying you shouldn't pursue diagnosis or doctors or therapists. I had a therapist, and it was very helpful. But it also taught me that, all right, beyond the things that I wanted to know about this, I got it. I'm still the same me. Now I know what it's called. And I'm good. And if you're wondering, by the way, I am ADHD. So autistic, ADHD, more than likely PDA. It's a handful to live with. But by me being so intuitive my whole life, I've done the best that I could, and I've created a life that I absolutely love. And it's when I tried to play by the books of the world that it doesn't work out for me. So always find the solution within you. It's there. You're never, ever, ever cut off from your own solution. So anyway, if this was helpful, I'm so glad. Come to our live streams. We do more of this. Lots and lots of love. Bye for now. This is where you were just sitting. I had this as my tripod today. And also want to mention that I do coaching, so personalized coaching for you to help you find your happy and your happy results. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link below.